Okay, so this is one type of question where the question does not give you an equation, but it's actually they already give you the equation based on the the question lah. So the information in the question. So let's look on what information that we can harness from the questions. So the question said vinyl chloride is prepared by the reaction. So when it said is prepared, so maksudnya this is the product lah. So telah disediakan. So vinyl chloride is prepared. So dia dah disediakan by the reaction of ethene gas C2H2 with hydrochloric acid. So maksudnya dengan reaction of ethene gas and hydrochloric acid. So in preparation of vinyl chloride, we have 70 grams of C2H2 reacted with 102 grams of HCl. So the first question, okay, kalau macam tadi dia dah bagi equation, selalu dia tak tanya lah, but this dia akan tanya kalau dia tak bagi the balance equation. So we know that this is the product, and this is the reactant kan. So we have two reactants. So we have this and this reactants. So macam biasa, reactants belah kiri, produk belah kanan. So reactant belah kiri, so tak kisahlah you nak ambil mana-mana satu dulu. So I like to ambil the one yang I jumpa dulu lah. I jumpa C2H2 dulu. So it is C2H2, and kalau you tak tahu dia adalah bentuk apa, you akan letak aqueous. But this one dia cakap is gas form. So dia punya phase is gas plus dengan hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid dia tak bagi tahu it is in what form, gas form ke solid form ke, you akan letak aqueous lah. Okay, and kita prepare vinyl chloride, so C2H3Cl. Okay, and kita tahu this is in a form apa, kita letak aqueous. Kalau you tak tahu, you letak aqueous. It's a safe bet lah. Okay, but dia nak balance equation, so let's balance it first. Okay, let's balance it. Okay, belah kiri kita tengok carbon ada 2, so belah kanan pun carbon ada 2, so carbon is fine. Let's look on hydrogen. Hydrogen ada 2 sini and then 1, so ada 3. Belah kanan ada 3. Oh, that's fine, that's good. Okay, now what's left? Chlorine. Chlorine ada 1 kiri, ada 1 kanan. So this is already a balanced equation. So let me write this back on the next slide. So let's tulis balik. So C2H2 gas reacted with hydrochloric acid, which is in aqueous form, will get you a vinyl chloride, C2H3 chlorine in aqueous form. It's a good idea untuk letak the other information dekat you punya balance equation, so you can refer, tak tertukar dia punya information. So what are other information? Cakap vinyl chloride is 70 grams and hydrochloric acid kita ada ethene gas of 70 grams and we have 102 grams of hydrochloric acid. So tulislah dekat bawah dia. Okay, so that you guys tak tukar. So we have 70 grams and we have 102 grams. Okay, good. So now the question asks to identify limiting reagent in the reaction. Okay, don't worry, tak payah pening-pening, always find mole dulu lah. So let's find the N given of, kita tengok ethene gas dulu, given of C2H2. Okay, dia ada 70 grams, right? 70 grams bahagi dengan molar mass dia, okay, which is kita ada 2 carbon. Carbon dia punya molar mass, atomic mass dia is 12, alright. And then kita plus dengan hydrogen, so ada 2 juga, and dia punya mass is 1. So you should get 2.692 moles. So maksudnya from the information yang from the experiment yang diorang buat, it is given that C2H2 kita ada 2.692 moles. Right. Now let's look on the hydrochloric acid, and given of hydrochloric acid, so kita ada 102 grams divided dengan molar mass of hydrochloric acid. So hydrogen, we only have 1 hydrogen, plus dengan chlorine is 35 point, a lot of it, kita guna 5 lah, 35.5, and we will get 2.798 moles, right? So we have this much of mole of hydrochloric acid, and we have 2.692 moles of ethane gas. Okay, so now let's do the comparison. Okay, so from the balance equation, right? From the balance equation, 1 mole of ethane gas reacted with 1 mole of hydrochloric acid will produce 1 mole of vinyl chloride, right? It makes sense. So let's tulis lah. But usually kita akan compare reactant lah. Biar nanti bila kita nak tengok berapa banyak produk, baru kita compare dengan produk. Now, untuk find the limiting reagent, kita nak cari reagent. Kita tak cari produk. Reagent is a synonym for reactant lah. Reactant. Benda yang sama. Okay, tulis dia berbeza. So, 1 mole of C2H2 will react perfectly with 1 mole of HCl. So, kalau based on the given C2H2, okay, which is 2.692 mole of C2H2, from the comparison, the theoretical data, that we should also, kalau ni you darab silang, darab 1 bahagi 1, kalau salah ni, kita nak tahu mana, kita kena tahu dalam laut lah kot. Okay, so it should also get 2.6 mole of HCl, okay, needed. Okay, it doesn't matter, you boleh nak tukar, what is it, this, you nak buat compare HCl. So you know about 1 mole of HCl is equivalent to 1 mole of C2H2, and then you compare with this amount pun tak apa, same, doesn't matter, because when you identify one reactant, you akan identify the other lah. So you know that one is excess or limiting, automatically the other is the other one, okay, the opposite one, okay. So now kita do, oh my god, okay. So let's compare it. So the N given, N C2H2, duhai, jap, eraser pen. So N given of H2, C2H2 dengan N needed of, my god, this is not right. We should compare this HCl, because this one kita cari HCl kan. Okay, the N given of HCl, okay, which is this, and we compare with N needed of HCl, Cl. Okay, mana lagi besar? 2.7 or 2.6? So, given is 2.7, kita perlu only 2.6. So, maksudnya N given is bigger lah. So, it means that HCl is an excess reactant. Alright, tulis this word because it will give you mark. So if HCl is excess, automatically C2H2 is the limiting reactant. So C2H2 is a limiting reactant. So there you go. You find the limiting reactant. Okay, this comparison is absolutely crucial for you to correctly identify which one is the limiting, which one is the excess. So like I said, only do it one. Satu saja, then you know whether if that one is excess or limiting, and then the other one is the opposite one. Okay. Now they nak calculate the mass of the product. Okay, mass of the product. Okay, take note. Mass of the product always affected by the limiting reactant. Okay, limiting reactant limiting reactant dictates the mass of the product. Okay, always tengok limiting reactant. So form yang kita tengok tadi. Okay, I will tulis balik dia punya balance equation. Alright, so the balance equation, so it is C2H2 gas plus HCl aqueous, and we got C2H3Cl aqueous. Alright, so from this tadi kita tahu which one is limiting. It is the ethane gas. So this is the limiting, this is the excess lah. So since kita tahu the mass of the product is dictated by the limiting reactant, so kita tengok the mole of the limiting reactant lah. What's the point of tengok of the excess? So the mole tadi is 2.692 mole, right? Is it 6.92? Yes, 6.92 mole. Okay, so let's do the stoichiometric comparison. So 1 mole of C2H2, which is this species, will produce how many mole? So tengok depan tak ada apa. So it also 1 mole of C2H3Cl. Okay, so it will make sense lah that if we have 2.692 mole of C2H2, which also will have 2.692 mole of C2H3Cl, right? Even though you actually nampak alamak satu dengan satu, I can figure it out. Kita terus je tulis that mole of C2H3Cl is sama kan, because it is perfectly made sense. Kalau darab satu bahagi satu, it will still the same number. But this is also you need to tulis as also ada marks. Okay, so and then untuk cari mass, macam biasa, mass of C2H3Cl Cl should be equivalent with 2.692 mole darab dengan the molar mass of C2H3Cl. So we have two carbon which is 12, tambah kita ada 3 hydrogen which is 1, and tambah kita ada satu chlorine which is 35.4. kita cakap 35.5 lah, some books cakap 35.5. so you should get the mass of 168.12 grams. So if you notice that the second question also very similar with the first question, because this is how the question will ask lah. It will be the same format, the same exact way. If you want to answer it, it's just different values. Okay, the only thing dictating you to scoring this question is you punya ability to use a calculator. So kita nak tengok the mass of excess reactant. So kita tahu excess tadi, excess is HCl, right? So kita nak tahu the mole. Untuk cari excess reactant mesti kita tengok mole dulu. Anything kita mesti go through a mole. Mole is the bridge. Okay, so HCl left is equivalent to NHCl given minus dengan NHCl needed. Alright, so yang given tadi kita kira tadi is 2.798 mole, and they only perlukan 2.692 mole. Okay, if you're wondering where I got this number, is the same number of the limiting reactant lah. Okay, tadi kita dah buat the comparison, kita perlukan from the limiting reactant. And this one yang kita kira daripada the question, kita ada mole, kita ada mass, dan kita kira dia punya mole from question. Okay, so now you are left with 0.106 mole. So mass of HCl macam biasa, so mass of HCl should be equal with 0.106 mole darab dengan molar mass of HCl. So we have 1 from the hydrogen and then plus dengan 1 from the chlorine, which is 35.5, and you should get the mass of 3.86 grams. Alright, and that's it. Okay.